Hi, I'm Christina Bowney. Today I'd like to share with you a systematic approach to finishing that will refine every nail enhancement to its ultimate best. The technique is easy, and the procedure will become your new favorite way to perfect your services every time. For thin enhancements and a healthy natural nail plate, less is best. Less trauma to the natural nail means a healthier, stronger foundation. Whether finishing liquid and powder or UV gel enhancements, the techniques are the same. Protecting the integrity of the nail while creating beautiful, natural-looking enhancements that last are the primary objectives. Today, I'll clarify the correct ways to hold a file, as well as the proper methods to finish an enhancement. Finishing is the final key to guaranteeing a truly customized service. It's important to avoid random filing on the nail, and to train the eye and the touch for consistency from nail to nail and hand to hand. There are a few keys to successful finishing. The first key is to sculpt with the brush, not the file. You want to begin with a well-constructed thin enhancement by sculpting the desired shape with the brush. The key to eliminating time-consuming filing is prevention. Always choose quality tools, and when using them, start fine and go finer. A 100 grit file or higher can be used when reducing existing UV gel. A 120 grit file or higher with a very light touch when reducing existing product. A 180 grit file or higher on existing or freshly applied product. A 240 grit file or higher on freshly applied product, and a 1200 grit file or higher on natural nails. Use a light touch when finishing. A gentle touch will help protect the enhanced surface from stress and the natural nail from discomfort and damage. The methodical approach to filing combines a series of grip methods and stroke techniques through various stages of the routine. First, I'll share with you each of the grip methods. The reverse grip is where you hold the file in the right hand like a dinner fork. 1/3 of the file should be in the hand, freeing up 2/3 to be used while filing. The forward grip is holding the file in the reverse grip position and then flip to the other side with the index finger on the top of the file, the thumb on the side, and the middle finger supporting the bottom. The reverse down grip is when you rest the end of the file closest to you on the inside of the thumb. Secure it with the index finger and close the other fingers to the palm of the hand. Now, let's look at the stroke techniques. The multi-directional stroke refers to allowing the file to abrade the surface of the nail both towards and away from you, without lifting the file from the surface. Do this with light, quick strokes. As a rule, never file back and forth more than 6 times in a row. The one-directional stroke is when you file the nail surface in one direction only. It can mean filing towards or away from you, but not filing back and forth. And the cuticle seal stroke uses both the forward and the reverse down grips. Its purpose is to help seal the product to the nail plate and prevent lifting. The cuticle seal stroke is a light, one-directional stroke around the cuticle line. Let's apply these techniques to an actual nail enhancement and see how it looks all together. I've sculpted my model's nails using Retention Plus liquid and powder in a medium-length, almond-shaped design. I've used a small amount of product on each zone, and because of this, I have very little work to do in finishing. To refine my chosen front form, I'll begin with the sidewalls. Establish the sidewall line using the reverse down grip method. The key to sidewall refinement is keeping the elbow tight at your side to prevent filing off corners and angling too much. The sidewall line should come straight out on both sides of the nail. Keep the file parallel to the sidewall line and do not rock the file underneath the nail. Sidewall and extension edge refinement is best achieved with a thin file like the Kanga file. Next, I'll perfect the extension edge. I start with a file parallel to the extension edge and slowly rotate underneath the nail to start rounding the corners. The deeper the oval edge, the further the file should rotate under the nail. This procedure should connect the lateral sidewalls together into the prescribed front form. The Kanga file can now be used in long, sweeping strokes to clean up this line into a perfect and symmetric form. Now I'll focus on the shape of my enhancement and will refine the upper arch and the lower arches. Proper placement of the apex, which is the highest point of an arch, will give extra strength in the stress area under impact. To help you see how much and where my pressure is, I've polished this nail with red enamel to demonstrate the precision required for proper enhancement finishing. When developing a filing routine, create an imaginary line down the vertical center of the nail. If right-handed, anything on the right side of the line is the forward section, and anything on the left is the reverse section. Begin by beveling the reverse side of the nail evenly from cuticle line to extension edge. The 180 grit side of the Blizzard file or Hotshot file are ideal for this step. The reverse grit method is easiest with this technique. This will prevent a rounding illusion at the sidewall point of mile line. Repeat these steps on the forward side of the nail using the forward grit method to hold the file. Both sides should be perfected with the one-directional stroke technique. Check the nail from a side view perspective to ensure that the upper and lower arches are the same. This method will protect the position of the apex and refine the lower arch of the enhancement. For optimum strength, the lower arch should extend straight out from the finger before beginning an arch. Now I'll look at my barrel C-curve. Using the reverse and forward grit methods, bevel the extension edge to be thin and even. Also check that the upper arch of the C-curve is the same as the lower arch of the C-curve from extension edge to cuticle line. This can be judged by rocking the nail forward and checking the arch. Use the out black padded file or the boomerang padded file with a multi-directional stroke technique to reduce bulk, followed with the one-directional stroke technique to perfect the enhancement and eliminate flat spots. The cuticle line comes next. Use a light touch when finishing. A gentle touch will protect the enhanced surface from stress and the natural nail from discomfort and damage. This is achieved with the cuticle seal stroke. Remember, when filing in Zone 3, it is best to use a thin file like the Kanga board to protect the skin surrounding the nail plate. To prepare the nail enhancement for final shine buffing, start with a 180 grit file to reduce bulk and then move to a 240 grit file to reduce scratches. Gradual refinement from a coarse file to a smooth buffer is the key to a glossy high shine. Creating a high gloss shine is the fun part. The last key for success in finishing is to use the highlight on the reflective surface of the nail as a guide for perfect curves. Use the table lamp to see highlights on the nail and to check for flat spots or waves. The highlight should be crisp, clean, and even from cuticle line to extension edge. Start by applying solar oil to the nail and then buff with the 1200 grit side of the koala buffer for scratch refinement. Finish the nail to a high gloss shine with the girlfriend buffer or glossing block. Understanding the grit methods, stroke techniques, and the 5 steps of finishing will make creating consistently perfect nail enhancements easy and will save time in the long run. This filing system is also the basis for file prep with every rebalance. Integrating these guidelines of refinement during the file prep segment of a rebalance will significantly reduce time with each appointment. And look at the nails. They're smooth, even, and shiny. So rewarding every time. And don't forget to charge premium prices for this level of refinement. I hope you'll join me at the next master's course or at one of our many roadshows coming to a town near you. Be sure to visit CND.com for locations and for more information on all our enhancement techniques. Thanks for sharing your time with me. I hope to see you again soon.